S coverage the 16th of January 2019 T20 3 hours 2 minutes and 24 seconds, 306Z. Good evening and welcome back to Standard Sports live coverage of the Australian Open. Krishnan will be with you overnight as Day 4 of competition gets started, with number 1 seeds Novak Djokovic and Simona Halep both in action. The 16th of January 2019 T20 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. 000Z order of play. Here's the action on the show courts. Laver Arena. Play begins from 12 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Viktoria Kuzmova, SVK, V6, Elina Svitolina, UKR, Wawrinka, SWI, V16, Milos Raonic, Can 1, Simona Halep, Rom, V Sofia Kenin, USA, Eugenie Bouchard, Can, V16, Serena Williams, USA, 1, Novak Djokovic, SR, V Joe Wilfried Tsonga, Bra, Margaret Court Arena. Play begins from 12 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Ivo Kalovic, Pro, V8, Kenny Shikori, JPN 4, Naomi Osaka, JPN, V Tamara Zidansek, Slow, Elise Cornet, Bra, V Venus Williams, USA, 4, Alexander Zverev, GER, V Jeremy Chardy, Bra, Johanna Konta, GBR, V18, Garbine Muguruza, Spa, Melbourne Arena. Play begins from 12 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Madison Bringle, USA, V7, Karolina Pliskova, CZE, Anastasia Potapova, Rus, V17, Madison Keys, USA, 24, Hyeon Chun Kor, V Pierre Hugh Herbert, Bra, Alexei Popiron, House, V7, Dominic Thiem, AAUT, the 16th of January 2019 T18 hours 0 minutes and 41 seconds. 000Z Federer, Mirror, tribute. A boost for Evans as he reflects on lost 12 months after he could not even bring himself to watch television coverage of last year's Australian Open during his one-year ban for a drugs offense. Dan Evans proved here today he has lost none of his ability. Evans was beaten 7-6, 7-6, 6-3 by Roger Federer in a high-quality match which entertained a packed crowd in Laver Arena. Federer acknowledged Evans' talent afterwards, while the Briton was left to reflect on how much has changed for him since the start of last year. For the first 9 months of his ban, Evans did not even pick up a racket. "I was just at home in Cheltenham and just in the house, pretty much depressed, actually," he said. "I didn't think I'd ever play again. They were difficult times. I didn't know I would end up still having the people around me who were there. I was difficult to be around. Obviously, I owe them a lot." When Evans returned to competition in April, he did not even have a world ranking, but he has worked hard to earn a place back in the top 200, which in turn secured his place in the qualifying competition here at the Australian Open, in which he won all 3 of his matches. Victory in the first round over Tatsuma Ito earned the world number 189 a second competitive meeting with Federer, who beat him in straight sets at Wimbledon 3 years ago, and the Briton took his opportunity with both hands. It was almost like a match from yesteryear, as the two men played an elegant all-court game, mixed baseline power with stylish slices and volleyed with confidence. There was even some occasional serve and volley, as well as the rare sight of 2 players with one-handed backhands. Federer said afterwards that playing Evans felt like playing a mirror. When told about the comment, Evans smiled. "I think he meant in game style rather than level," Evans said. "There are similarities, but he obviously does a lot of things better than me." Evans saved the only break point of the opening set at 5-6 and led 5-3 in the first tie break, before Federer won the last 4 points. Federer made an early break in the second set before Evans saved 2 set points at 3-5 and then broke back to force another tie break, which the Swiss won 7-3. Federer took the third set with a single break of serve in the 4th game. The former world number 1 said he could see Evans returning to the world's top 50. "He's a good player," the defending champion said. "I've seen him play some really good matches over the years. I see why he can cause difficulties. He's got a nice slice and defends the court well. He has the variation, which is always a hard thing to play against." Evans's next tournament is likely to be a challenger in France next month. "That's the real test for me. It's not coming here to lose 6-4 to Federer," said the 28-year-old. "It's in a few weeks when I need to get my ranking points to get into the top 100. That's when I need to put that sort of level back on the court," he added. "I think I needed a good result in a bigger tournament to give me confidence to go back to that and do some damage in those tournaments. Playing a good match today has given me a lot of confidence to go to the lower level, step up and get the job done." Katie Boulter also went out in the second round, though the 22-year-old Briton could take consolation from the fact that her conqueror is regarded by many as a dark horse to win the title here. Elina Svitolina, a 20-year-old from Belarus ranked number 11 in the world, won 6-3, 6-4 in an hour and 13 minutes. Svitolina has a reputation as one of the game's biggest ball strikers. Boulter also hit the ball well but said afterwards that she felt a little bit disappointed. She added, "I didn't feel like I put my best game on the court. She played very well. It's very tough to read her serve. She served great out there." The 16th of January 2019 T 15 hours 0 minutes and 47 seconds. 000Z Murray can still make a comeback after surgery, says Brian Bob Bryan, who is back playing tennis 5 months after undergoing the hip operation that Andy Murray is considering. Believes the Scot can return to top-flight tennis by following his example. "I personally think he can do it," Bryan said here at the Australian Open. Bryan has been in regular contact with Murray and has recommended to him the New York-based surgeon, Dr. Edwin Suze Wright, who operated on the 40-year-old American in August. He said that Murray had already spoken to Dr. Sue. "Seeing the way Andy Murray is feeling kind of hit a nerve with me," Bryan said, after winning his first Grand Slam match with his twin brother Mike since last year's Australian Open. "I would love to see him do a similar surgery, feel the relief that it gives. I think our hips are pretty similar, just worn down, no cartilage." Doubles specialist Bryan said he was on crutches for 2 weeks after the surgery but felt no pain when he started walking again. "I'm just telling Andy, I feel great, my quality of life is great, practices are going well. Maybe I'm not 100% yet, but I'm only 5 months in. The doctors say it's more like 7 or 8 months until you feel perfect." Like Murray, Bryan had trouble even walking after suffering his injury last year. He tried to avoid surgery but after trying other options, including a stem cell injection, decided to go down that route. "I put all my confidence in Dr. Sue," added Bryan. "I said, cut me open. I felt better after that. It just gave me at least a goal. I didn't feel like I was on a bad hip anymore. It's called a hip resurfacing, with an artificial implant. It's a full replacement. It has the bar that goes all the way down the femur, but this is more a sports, high-performance, smaller metal implant." Bryan said that Murray had been watching me like a hawk, asking me how I'm feeling after matches, after practices, where I'm at. He's just trying to gauge how long it would take him, if this procedure is an option. Resurfacing involves removing the damaged surface in the hip joint and replacing it with a smooth, artificial film. Murray, who left here today following his first-round defeat on Monday, said that he would probably have the operation, which he hopes would alleviate the pain he has been suffering ever since injuring his hip more than 18 months ago. However, he also acknowledges that having the surgery might mean he never plays tennis at the top level again. "I've Dr. Sue," Bryan, Wright, said. "He's the only guy who has got professional athletes back to their profession. He's the only guy that's got them back to the highest level. He's done a baseball guy, an NBA guy and a hockey player. No tennis player yet until me has come back." However, Bryan acknowledged that playing singles was a different monster. He said, "Those guys are really sliding around, killing themselves for 4 hours. Who knows if this joint would hold up? It's not going to break, but who knows if you have that little explosiveness needed to be super quick on the singles court. If you're a step slow, it's very exposed out there." Bryan said Murray had done much research into hip injuries. "He's extremely educated on this," he said. "No one's done more research about hips, doctors. He knew my doctor inside and out, all the cases. The guy is knowledgeable beyond belief on the hip, on the surgery. He's going to do what's best for him." He doesn't want to be limping anymore. Brian said he would not underestimate Murray in terms of the work he would put into rehabilitation work after surgery. You look at the great workers in history, Lendl, Courier, Raonic. This guy is maybe even a step up from those guys. I think he's to the point where this is probably his last option. I would love to see him do it just for quality of life. You can sleep, walk, be with your kids, play. It's frustrating when you can't put on your shoes. Brian said he had watched Murray play his match here on Monday. I was choked up when he announced his retirement. He added, I stayed up till 3 in the morning watching all the tributes on social media. It really hit a nerve with me. He's a special guy. No one has a heart like him. The 16th of January 2019 T13 hours 48 minutes and 16 seconds. 0:00 Z game. Set and match. Sharapova 6-2, 6-1. Peterson job done. Easy peasy. The 16th of January 2019 T13 hours 24 minutes and 58 seconds. 0:10 Z. This looks to be a formality as day 3 winds down. Maria Sharapova is now 4-1 up in the second set and on serve. It's gone midnight in Melbourne, by the way. The 16th of January 2019 T13 hours 3 minutes and 28 seconds, 220 Z set. The final match of the day is in full swing and number 30 seed Maria Sharapova has won the first set 6-2 over Rebecca Peterson. The 16th of January 2019 T12 hours 15 minutes and 25 seconds, 623 Z. UK tennis failed to build on Andy's success, says Jamie. Andy Murray's belief that British tennis has failed to take advantage of the golden era he spearheaded was backed up today by his brother Jamie. How on earth are you going to grow a sport if you can't do it when you've got one of the biggest stars in tennis for the last 10 years, and one of Britain's most prominent sports people, Jamie said in the wake of his brother's criticisms. Andy, who was flying home today after the Australian Open first-round defeat which might end up being the last match of his career, believes an opportunity has been missed to build on the successes of British players over the last 10 years. Those achievements in the game include the Grand Slam titles won by the Murray brothers, Britain's historic Davis Cup victory of 2015 after they beat Belgium, and the more recent breakthroughs of players such as Kyle Edmund and Johanna Konta. Jamie lamented the fact that for all the success of his brother, in particular, there has been little evidence of improvements to playing facilities in recent years. You look around the country, whether that is Scotland or the whole of the UK, and there would not be much to show for it, for everything that Andy has put into his career and the success that he has had and the interest that he has created around tennis, said the 32-year-old. The 16th of January 2019 T12 hours 9 minutes and 14 seconds, 780 Z game, set and match. The Minor 6-4, 6-2, 6-7, 4-6, 6-3 locks in, and after 4 hours, the Aussie wins on home soil. A huge battle, and he celebrates with an almighty run, jump and fist pump. Up next for him, Nadal, the 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 57 minutes and 35 seconds, 833 Z game, set and match. Have been 3-6-2, 6-2, 6 Nadal photo, Reuters. The number 2 seed is through, sweeping home with Ebden stranded, to the third round. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 50 minutes and 20 seconds, 160 Z break, Ebden 3-6-2, 6-2, 5 Nadal. He may be about to lose this game, but Ebden is giving the Australian Open crowd plenty to cheer on his way out. Every point is met with huge roars, every Nadal mistake also welcomed warmly. As it happens, a Hawkeye review and some punishing whip from Rafa sees him broken again. Nadal serving for the match. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 43 minutes and 41 seconds, 130 Z. Ebden 3-6-2, 6-2, 4 Nadal simple hold for Rafa, who is edging closer to the third round. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 39 minutes and 38 seconds, 916 Z. Ebden 3-6-2, 6-2, 3 Nadal. How has Nadal not broken there? He wins 3 break points and lets them all slip in uncharacteristic fashion, twice letting Ebden back in with 2 poor volleys at the net. Ebden works back to deuce and holds his serve with a superb ace. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 34 minutes and 10 seconds, 266 Ebden 3-6, 2-6, 1-3 Nadal. A slight blip as Nadal double faults to let Ebden back and enforce deuce. Spaniard moves up to seal an advantage, but Ebden forces a second deuce to huge cheers from the crowd. No matter as Nadal again takes advantage and then seals the game with an ace. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 29 minutes and 39 seconds, 910 Z-set, locks in and completes his comeback from 2 sets down, the minor pegged back and wondering how that happened. We are into a 5th set. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 25 minutes and 53 seconds, 513 Z break, Ebden 3-6, 2-6, 1-2 Nadal. Yep, that's the tiredness I suspect. Nadal storms into a love 40 lead for 3 break points. The first is sent into the net by Nadal, the second is sent into the net by Ebden. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 24 minutes and 27 seconds, 100 Z Ebden 3-6, 2-6, 1-1 Nadal. A simple hold for Nadal, and Ebden is starting to look tired. A few weary returns in there. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 21 minutes and 53 seconds, 613 Z Ebden 3-6, 2-6, 1-0 Nadal. First blood to Ebden as the third set gets underway. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 17 minutes and 6 seconds, 330 Z game, set and match, Bautista got 6-3, 6-1, 3, 6, 6, 7, 6, 4 Millman. He likes to make it hard for himself, doesn't he? Roberto Bautista Gut serves another 2-set comeback to beat John Millman. The 16th of January 2019 T11 hours 11 minutes and 30 seconds, 703 Z-set, Ebden 3-6, 2-6 Nadal. This all looks rather routine now. Nadal sees out the second set.